Welcome to Sebring 2012, the start of two racing seasons, the World Endurance Championship and the American Le Mans Series. You know, this year's Sebring is bigger than just the Audi story, but they did bring three R18s getting ready for their attack at Le Mans. A lot of people call this race the Nürburgring of America, and I kind of get the connection. It's a unique track. It's got big and great crowds, and it's the perfect venue to challenge teams and drivers. Plus, there's an elevation change story. Oh, true, at Nürburgring, it's 1,900 feet of elevation change, and here the elevation is really 19 millimeters, all the bumps. But that kind of sets the tone for this race and what it's all about. We'll talk a lot of that. We'll look at all the new teams and all the challenges that are going on. This is Shakedown. Endurance Championship is the FIA's return to a global sports car series, just like the glory decades of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. In fact, when Sebring opened in 1952, that second-year event, 1953, was an FIA World Championship race. This is fascinating and fantastic, the first World Endurance Championship race. Tell me what this represents for the future of sports car.
It just shows the interest of the FIA to have organized together with ACO one World Endurance Championship, and I'm very happy to see so much enthusiasm for the first event.
The race for Sebring for the Falcon Tire team started before the green flag, when in warm-up they discovered an engine powertrain malfunction and needed to replace the entire unit. That became a race against time for the crew to get the car ready for the green flag. Seriously, what are the implications now? There's no way to shake the car down, or you just go to the grid?
It's just blow and go, as we say.
Do they drive any differently, or just pray and hope we all did it right?
No, I think they're all serious professionals. You know, they know what they're feeling, and if everything feels good, they're going to race until somebody tells them otherwise.
And I hate to say it this way, but your crew is seasoned. They've been through this slog before, so...
Yes, that's what they do. They deal with everything that comes along, good or bad.
54 cars.
Obvious question, but answer, why does this place become so special? How did it become so special as a racing driver and team? What makes Sebring work?
Sebring is a legendary race now. I mean, it has a lot of history. A lot of very great teams and drivers have come here over the years, and now you have the 60th anniversary. Why it's special? It's legend. It's different. I think that's part of it. It's done on a more or less a runway. It's very bumpy, different kind of tarmac. So it's a tough race. You need a tough car and you need a tough attitude.
Green flag, 12 hours to go. But Audi 1, 2, 3 into turn 1. Did we just see the entire race just happen? Herman, Porsche legend, and Sebring winner in both 1960 and 68, said the Europeans came to this American track for the safety and the girls. I guess the expanse of empty airport runways gave more margin for error versus hitting a tree in the Nordschleife woods. But I think we have a translation issue here, because safety was the old school terminology for rubbers. How would you describe the difference between driving the F1 car and this?
It's very different. Obviously, you've got a car that's another 400 kilos in weight, less power. Yeah, it's very different. There's a lot more weight to manage.
Is turn-in similar or no?
No, it's very different.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, a Formula One car is very agile, very light, very nimble. This one's a bit heavier.
But they still want you to go, right? They still want you to go.
Yeah, absolutely. The main thing is the traffic. You know, you still have to be aggressive and you have to attack to find space in the traffic. Otherwise, you lose too much time.
Do they run you on a pace? Do you race the predictive, or are you just doing what you feel?
You got to manage the fuel a little bit, but generally, what I feel seems to be working. So that's okay.
This race has been positioned as a meeting of the world sports car brands via the WEC teams coming to the American Le Mans Series premier event. But there were as many cracks in that logic as there are in the Sebring front straight. Each series would be counting their own points. So really, we have a race within a race. Two separate races, really. 64 cars in total took to the grid. Pretty much a 50-50 split between WEC and ALMS cars. But WEC dominated the P1 and 2 classes. 18 cars to 6 for ALMS. The technology of contemporary race cars has pretty much neutralized DNFs due to the bumps. Not that the cars aren't designed with such stresses in mind. No, the bumps are a suspension setup challenge that results in amazing chassis compressions right down to the track surface. Major league wheel hops because of a stiff car, that's still the quickest. And a lot of steering input to keep your race moving down the track, not off into the tire walls or into the competition. And I'm saying it again, the R18 whoosh sounds positively hyper-tech and makes the V8 grunt of cars like the Corvette, the BMW, and the ALMS PC cars sound positively old-fashioned. In the end, Audi proved its strength in P1 racing, as that race was in their control the whole 12 hours. This Sebring race was phenomenal, and I got to tell you, through the entire race, it really didn't show its hand as to what it was going to be. At the very end, it all came true. This was a WEC versus ALMS battle. WEC dominated P1, P2, but in GT, ALMS should thank BMW and Corvette for saving face and getting the win and the P2 in that class. So that's it from Sebring 2012. I got to tell you, there were beautiful images. It was a great race to see. The cars came alive. But it was a tough race to cover. The information was not available here at the track for the fans and even for the professionals. Up in the press room, they had to pirate the European feed to follow the action and the standings. That's not right. I got to tell you, if global racing, global sports car racing is going to work, all that stuff needs to be fixed to make it an enjoyable event that it deserves. That's it. We're moving on. You're going to be with us. See you next time.